I'm really glad you're here today. Let's settle into this conversation gently because what we're about to talk is not something to rush. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever seen someone who has been working for years, yet nothing about them seems to have changed? They have same thinking, they are on the same level, they have same struggles. Now, compare that with another person. Within a few years, you begin to notice something different. They speak better, they think differently, they carry themselves with more confidence, they seem to be moving forward, and you begin to wonder, what exactly is the difference? It's not just the job, it's growth. And that's why today's conversation is important, because getting a job, as we've said before, is only the beginning. The real question is, what happens after you get in? Do you grow or do you remain the same? So, today, let's talk about how to grow in your career in a way that is intentional, sustainable, and deeply rewarding. We will be having this discussion under several segments. In segment 1, let's discuss what real growth looks like. Yes, let's slow this down properly because many people misunderstand growth. When people hear career growth, they immediately think about promotion, higher salary, bigger office. And yes, those things are good, but let me gently correct something. Those are outcomes, they are not the foundation. Real growth happens inside first. It shows up in small ways, such as the way you think about problems, the way you respond to pressure, the way you communicate with others, and the way you take responsibility. Let me give you a simple picture. Two people are given the same task. One complains, delays, and does the bare minimum. The other thinks, how can I do this better? They organize their approach, they communicate clearly, and they deliver with intention. Now, over time, who do you think will grow? So, growth is not about time spent, it is about value built. And I want you to pause here for a moment and ask honestly, am I growing or am I just working? Let's quickly look at why people stop growing. Let's talk about something very real here, because sometimes the issue is not that people don't want to grow, it is that they don't realize when they've stopped growing. And this happens under various points. The first point is comfort zone. At first, everything is new. You are learning, you are adjusting, you are trying, but after a while, you become comfortable. And comfort feels good, yeah, until it starts limiting you. You stop asking questions, you stop learning new things, and you stop stretching yourself. And slowly, growth stops without you even noticing. Another point is routine without reflection. You wake up, you go to work, you come back, and you repeat this cycle every day. But you never pause to ask, what did I learn today? What did I improve on? So, days turn into months, months turn into years, but nothing actually happens. And then we have unhealthy work environments. Now, let's be very honest here. Some workplaces are not designed for growth, and that is the truth. These are places where you may find unhealthy competition, professional envy, to work rivalry, negative collaboration patterns. In such environments, people begin to withhold knowledge. They begin to compete in unhealthy ways. They begin to focus on survival instead of improvement. And if you're not careful, you start adapting to that mindset. So, you must protect your growth even within difficult environments. And then we have lack of direction. Some people are very busy but not intentional. They are moving but not progressing because they have not defined what does growth look like for them. And without that, effort becomes scattered. So let's move to have discussion on how to grow intentionally. Let's shift into action now, because awareness without action does not change anything. Yes, we're discussing how to grow intentionally. And for the first point, we have strategic learning. You are just to learn. You are not just to learn anything. You are to learn what matters. Ask yourself, if I improve this skill, will it make me more valuable? Let's say you work in admin, and then you need to learn organization systems, you need to learn communication, and you need to learn digital tools. That is growth that counts for those that work in admin. And then you have to also think about where you work, and then think about the skills that matters. So the second point here is improve your work process. Don't just complete tasks, refine them. Each time you do something, ask, can I do this better next time? Even small improvements compound over time. And then we have take initiative as another point. Many people wait to be told everything, but those who grow look for ways to contribute. They say, how can I help? They say, what can I be improved? They say, what can be improved? And that mindset alone sets them apart. And then we have build meaningful relationships as another point, because growth is not just technical, it is relational. You need to learn how to listen better. You need to learn how to communicate better. And you need to learn how to support others better. This is necessary because many opportunities in life come through people. Now let's talk about how to stay relevant in your career. Yes, let's talk about something very important, which is how to stay relevant in your career. You agree with me that the world is changing fast and skills are evolving. Expectations are changing too. So if you stay the same, you fall behind. Staying relevant means staying aware and adapting. And here you need to ask yourself regularly, what is changing in my field? Then respond. Learn new tools, update your knowledge, and stay informed, because relevance is a decision. And that brings us to discussing long-term success. Now let's bring everything together. Your success is not sudden. It is built daily, quietly, and consistently through learning, growth, and discipline. So you don't have to rush, you don't have to compare, just keep growing. Dear friend, you are no longer just working, you're beginning to build a future, and that changes everything. As you grow, as you grow, there is something else you must learn. How to manage your time, your energy, and your work. Because growth without balance leads to burnout. So, in the next episode, we will talk about how to manage your time, work effectively, and avoid burnout. Stay with me, you are becoming something powerful. Thank you.